Hi, my name's Patty. My husband John and I took our first bikepacking trip on the Ohio to Erie Trail. Here's our adventure. On day 6, we rode from Millersburg to Massillon, covering 39 miles for the day. Beginning the day was great, as we had only a 0.2-mile ride to the start of the trail. It was a picture-perfect 64-degree day when we started on the Holmes County Trail yet again. Riding this trail was absolutely so much fun, listening to all the horses clip-clopping its ways past us.
Morning.
Watching this video after I got home, you can tell how much fun I was having, saying good morning and hello and greeting all the people we saw on the trail. The trail was absolutely hopping this morning. A short 6.5 miles into the day, we rolled into the village of Holmesville. Looking back, it's kind of fitting that we rode the Holmes County Trail into Holmesville, where in about less than a mile, we would be back on the Holmes County Trail. Passing the time, I was just admiring all the homes. Back on this trail was like visiting an old friend. I do feel like we've been on and off and back on this trail so many times. It's awesome though. It is a fantastic trail to ride. I get such a kick every time a horse and buggy passed us. You can totally tell in my expression. This was such a pleasant surprise that the Holmes County Trail split into buggies on one side and bikers on the other. And the best part about this was not having to dodge horsey poop anymore. 4.5 miles later, we entered into the village of Fredericksburg. I want to point out that Fredericksburg is going to be the start of the longest road riding we will do on this trip. I'm not going to lie, I was extremely nervous to have to ride 17-ish miles all the way to Dalton, only on roads. As a beginner bikepacker, this was totally out of my comfort zone, and I had been nervously anticipating it since we started this trip. I like the fact that I can now say that I have been passed by a horse and buggy while riding my bike, and I have also passed a horse and buggy while riding my bike, all thanks to this trip. It is obvious these videos have been sped up, as there is no way I could ever bike that fast. I wanted to point this out because at this time we encountered a section of rolling hills that to me seemed to be more up than down. I know this doesn't look like much of an incline, but I was really struggling to get up it, and once at the top, I was amazed I even did it. Here's the top. The view up here was beautiful, and it was also extremely peaceful. I will have to admit, while I was struggling to get up all the hills and at times pushing my bike up too, no shame in that, I was looking forward to all the downhill riding to come next. What I was not expecting was that some of the downhill riding was the fastest I ever encountered, and at times I was riding my brake when I realized I was topping out at about speeds of 30 miles an hour. Seven miles later, we rolled through the village of Apple Creek. Apple Creek marks about the halfway point of our road riding we will do for the day. Not a lot was going on in Apple Creek. This was a nice change from all the rolling hills. At least Apple Creek is very flat. I also did not see any amenities for bikepackers, but maybe a place to stop and rest if needed. I'll always choose a trail over riding on the road, but I was grateful that this 17-mile stretch had very little traffic. Only the occasional vehicle passed us. This was awesome that the Wayne County Fire and Rescue was giving away free water for riders. I will say though that people should just take their garbage with them and not leave it here for other people to clean up. This section of the OTET had decent Bike Route 1 signage, though it didn't always match what our phone GPS showed for cycling directions. One thing I would highly recommend is the set of maps sold on the official OTET website. Having them made us much more secure whenever we needed to stop and sort out any inconsistencies. We treated those maps as our source of truth for sure. Somewhere past Apple Creek, we came across an adorable and much needed rest stop for bicyclists. They had free maps available and even a guest book that we of course signed. Such a cool idea. This is what our day consisted of: rolling hills, light traffic, and beautiful views. I was really enjoying my day, just cruising along, and I finally got used to road riding. Then this comes out of the middle of nowhere. It definitely was not in the brochure. After making it over that crossing, I was happy to see that we did arrive in Dalton. So soon we will pick up a trail again and end the day of our road riding. Just as excited I was to finally get back on a trail, I was equally excited to eat lunch. We were absolutely famished. Luckily, there was a sandwich shop right next to our hotel, so before we left that morning, we grabbed some food, packed it in our coolers with ice for the ride here. As soon as we got on the trail, we found a bench. I honestly was looking forward to sitting on anything that wasn't my bike. I'm not kidding, just seconds after we sat down, we realized we were getting covered in ants. So we made some fancy tables, as I called them, and ate our lunch standing up. After our upright lunch, we were riding on the Cippo Valley Trail. This trail runs 10 miles from Dalton to Massillon, making this last leg of the trip trouble-free. Also, since the trail for the most part followed the Cippo River, it was also mostly flat, which was wonderful after all the rolling hills we just did. One interesting thing was that even though we stayed on the same trail, both the riding surfaces and the scenery kept changing. We rode through broken pavement, smooth pavement, packed dirt, and even crushed limestone. The surroundings changed as well, from tree-lined sections to open fields, and even more residential areas as we were getting closer to Massillon. Riding over the bridge into Massillon, I couldn't help but feel a sense of pride as we were greeted by all the beautiful flags. Even though I knew they were put up for Memorial Day, it still felt as if Massillon was personally welcoming us into the city. We had both definitely had enough of riding on the road today. And since we noticed there really weren't any people walking on the sidewalks, well, actually none at all, we took advantage of an easy, quiet ride through Massillon. Typically, we go straight to the hotel and check in, but today was a shorter day since we had to adjust our schedule for plans with friends tomorrow. So instead, we found a place to stop for a hoppy beverage, or maybe a couple, and some food before heading to the hotel just down the street. Today was probably the hardest day physically that we've had on this trip. There were a couple times when I wasn't sure I could actually finish the day, but looking back, I'm really glad I pushed through it. I'm looking forward to see what tomorrow brings.